Hello video making masters, welcome to 135 tips, and today I'm going to take you through part 1 of the tutorial and we will focus on using the media tab. So I'm going to cover the following topics that you can see on the screen today, and the remaining I'm going to cover in my next tutorial where I'm going to cover the audio tab. So let's get started. Step 1. Open your KineMaster app and click on the plus symbol. Now select the required aspect ratio. It can be either 16:9 if you are uploading it on YouTube. If it is on Facebook or Instagram, select the other two options. Step 2. Click on media and it will open the media browser. And you will figure out where you have saved your video. As of now I am taking an old video of mine, so I have downloaded a video, so I'm just selecting this. So my video has come. So if you see, my video has appeared on the screen. So today we're going to just see how only about video, okay, placement of video and what do we do with it. So imagine this is your video and you have one more video. So what you would do is you will bring the red line, right? So you can see this red line. Yeah, so this red line you will bring towards the end of the screen, end of the video, and you'll again go to media and you will select your second video. So imagine this is my second video, and so you can see a connecting link between the first video and the second video. So let's explore the options that we have for video. Once you have inserted the video, the first thing is the minute you select, okay, the minute you select the video, you will see a lot of menu coming on your right hand side. So let's explore each of these options.
So the first option, it allows you to trim or split your clip.
Okay, so let's see what are the options. So wherever you keep this red line on the video, the scissor will cut the video accordingly. So imagine I'm going to place it here and I want to cut it. So click on the scissor and you will see so many options. First one is trim to the left of playhead. So you can see the left part of the red line will get cut. Okay, so imagine if I keep the video here and if I click on the first option, the left side gets cut. Okay, and if I want to undo it, which means I want to bring back what I have cut, if you see on my left hand side there is an undo button. I'll click on that and my video will appear. Okay, now let's check the second option. So again I place my video here, my cursor here, and I just want to cut this part of the video. So on the right, so I am going to select the right thing, so the right part goes off. Okay, again I'm going to do undo because I'm just showing this to you. The next is split at playhead, which means it is just going to cut the video into two parts. It's not going to delete it. Okay, so I'm going to select it again, scissor, split at playhead. Did you see? The video is now cut into two, so you will see another connector in between the two videos. Okay, so it's going here. Now split and insert freeze frame is very useful when you want to actually take a pause and explain some details of the video. Okay, so what it does is it cuts the video and it takes a screenshot of the video and places in between the two cuts. Okay, so I'm going to show you. So the minute I have placed the cursor here. Okay, so when I click on the fourth option, can you see it actually took the picture of the video? So you can see video, you will see a screen, the roller link kind of a thing, and here the fourth option has actually taken a screenshot of the image and this gets converted into an image. Okay, so that is what we have learned today, the first option, which is the scissor. Okay, so imagine I'm going to do undo it because I don't want that.
So the next option is pan and zoom. This feature allows you to select a clip and choose a portion where you want it to zoom or zoom in and zoom out. This is applicable more when we add a layer and do it, not to the main video. So we will talk about this in the layer tutorial. now we're going to add graphics to our video clip. So select the video clip and then click on clip graphics. It opens up a lot of animations available for you. You can select each one of them. You can try exploring each of them. So you can see I have selected the first one, and you can see an aeroplane. There is another one which comes here. You can add titles as well for your clip graphics. We will explore the text tab in our later tutorial, where we will learn about adding a title. So apart from the text tab, this is another way of adding title to your clip. Okay, so you can see on my right there's a title text thing coming up, so you can enter your title over there so that it reflects on your video. There are other animations that you can see. Sentimental acts like a fog type of thing. Powerful is there. So try exploring each of them, and then you can choose which is the most appropriate graphic for your video clip. There are lots and lots of it, so you can select. As of now, I'm selecting none because I'm not using it.
So another feature of this clip graphics is you can add transition effect to the connecting stuff. Okay, so you can see the connecting button there. So select that, and the minute you select it, it will show you the transition effect. So in this you can select the basic one. So I have some downloaded ones, so you can go for this normal one. So here I generally like the classic transition, but I'll show you something else now. So something which I like is this one. So if you click on that, you will see how the slide is transitioning, right? So you can see an aeroplane actually flying above your clip, right? Or if you want to try something else, like let's see this one, sentimental, it actually turns and helps you to transition from one slide to another. You have many other options, like, you know, it's like moving from one screen to another screen. Zoom in, zoom out option is also there, which means, so this transition is applied when you are moving from one clip to the another clip. Okay, so here you can choose. So I generally go for the classic ones, which is crossfade, because it gives a very nice transition from one slide to the other slide. Okay, so I have selected that. So that was clip graphics for us. Another thing that you need to remember while you are adding transition is the transition effect actually eats up a little bit of clip content on the left as well as the right. So what you have to do is you'll have to click on the clip and just drag a bit so that it's not lost because of the transition. Otherwise it actually mutes the audio which is there. 3 to 2 seconds are muted when the transition effect is happening. So like how I moved from left to right, you can also move like that so that the transition effect is not gone. So that was all about the clip graphics. Next option that we're going to get into is speed. Now speed allows you to either increase the speed of your video or decrease the speed of the video. So by default the video speed will be at 1x. Now if you want to show something in fast forward, so you can select 8x or you can go up to 16x. So if you see here, you just have to keep scrolling it right, and you'll see 16. And look at our video, it has shrunk now. It was such a long video, and if I click here, it's almost a minute long video. Okay, so if I do 8x, it has almost come to 8 seconds, and if I do 16 times, it becomes 4-second video. While 16x fast forwards the video, if you go on the left hand side, you can select 2.5x, which actually goes on a slow motion. So you can select that also when you want to give a slow motion effect to your videos. When we reduce or increase the speed of the video, the audio gets affected. So now let's see how do we control the audio even if the video is going in a slow motion or a fast forwards. So for that, under the speed you can see the mute audio button. You can just mute that, enable that by clicking it onto the right hand side. So when you do the mute audio, the video which is there, I repeat, the video's audio gets muted. So which means you can add another audio clip. Say for example, if you have done a mistake, you can mute the audio, you can cut that like we did the split button. Use that, cut that piece where you have done a mistake, re-record your place, add that video here, but when you add you have to ensure that you have to place the red line in the exact place where you want the new clip to be inserted, and then that video will play by itself. We will explore the re-recording part using the voice tab in the main function, so that will be covered in the next tutorial. So let's look at the main menu. We are done with the scissor, pan and zoom, clip graphics and speed. Now we'll get into reverse. Then reverse is after you have done your video, it actually plays the reverse part of it. So it will be a reverse thing. I don't want to do it now because I have to export it, only then it will come. Next in the list is rotate and mirroring. Again, rotate and mirroring, it can help you to switch over the images. Rotate and mirroring is that. So we have, this is what it allows you to do. Okay, so here in case your clip requires to be adjusted, and that's where the rotate and mirroring helps you. You want to move the image from left to right, right to left, or top to bottom, probably want to insert a text or something. That's where this option is used for you. So you can try your options where you want to keep it, and whatever looks good for your video, please place it in the same way. Okay, the next one is color filter. So this allows you to do some color correction or color grading for your image or videos. So if you select here, and generally you will have the basic one, so you can see how the color of the video is changing. Okay, you can select whichever is suiting for you. I somehow liked this, so that is color filter for you. Now adjustment further allows you to increase the brightness, so you can increase the brightness, you can increase the contrast, you can increase the color. So you can see how beautiful the image has become when compared to what it was. Okay, so you can do those adjustments. EQ is equalizer option, and we will cover this when we are doing the audio tutorial. It actually allows you to adjust the volume of your video clip. So we will explore it when we are covering the audio part of it. Volume envelope we will cover in our next tutorial, which is audio. So all these aspects are related to the audio of the video. Today we're going to focus only on the media related features. The next one is reverb. It actually changes the effect of your video's audio. So it might sound as if the audio is taken from the bathroom or cathedral or cave. So it gives a different effect to your audio. Generally, if you want to use it, use the studio one because it sounds really nice. So that was your reverb. Voice changer actually changes your voice thing. So you can, the famous one you would have heard, the chipmunk voice, it all comes here. So you can select all these things, kid, man, radio. So all these are the voice changes. We will explore reverb and voice changer again in our audio tutorial. Vignette is, it actually creates a dark effect on your video or picture. So you can use that. I'm not using it because I want my picture to be bright. Audio actually, as the name suggests, extracts the audio out of your video, and that audio clip you can see on my screen. It is Coffee 25 04 MP4. So that audio, if you select, we can make changes in the equalizer part of it. So all these aspects of audio related information I'm going to cover in my next tutorial. So I hope all the aspects of media is covered here. Please do try them and see if it's working for you. Alright, so signing off now. Take care and bye-bye. Hey, don't forget to subscribe my channel.